Hi, this is Tammy with Flippin' Furniture or Tammy Flippin' Holes, whatever place you're watching me on. Today, this is one of my brand new papers, one of my designs. We're going to work with this today. I'm using a 12 by 12 square board piece of thing from Amazon, I think. I've had it forever. I have already painted it. I don't even know what color. Just a pale color, you know, as we do when we're decoupaging. So let's go ahead and move it down. And, all right. I am going to use my Decoupage varnish and glue from Pentart to put it on with. I'm going to need to be editing because I'm already struggling because I did not get all my brushes out next to me. There they are. Oh, they are right next to me, actually. All right, here we go. So I'm just going to do a section at a time. Try to keep it off my dirty area here. Planning on keeping most of this video in real time, just so that you see everything. I just want a nice even amount all over there. So there's a section there. Let's get our paper. And the paper is, ooh, all of mine, I've got the fan blowing on me, so that is not going to help me. All of my papers are squares, at least at this point. Okay. All right, I'd like to tell you, you need to keep your squeegee in a baggie so that you don't get glue on there, but I can't do it because you don't want to get glue on here because that's going to ruin the felt on there. And if you don't, you know, you don't have to use one of these, but I don't know, I love it for this. Oh, I got a little something something underneath there. Don't know what that was, but like I said, if you've got your favorite way to put on tissue paper, then you do you, boo-boo. But I love using the squeegee. Obviously, don't press too hard. You don't want to rip your paper. And mine does have some glue on it because I am who I am. You know, because once you get glue on it, it's going to get hard and it's going to be rough and it's not going to be as soft. So I'm trying to be gentle. If you do get glue on it, try to clean it up right away. And I know some people like to spritz water on here. I don't know. I find that makes it weak and then I tear it. So that's not my way to do it. But if that works for you, then by all means, do whatever works for you. But this will scooch out any if I got too much decoupage medium underneath or anything, that will help scooch it along. And I'm just, oh, why don't I put on some glasses to make sure, see what I'm looking at here. Double checking for any wrinkles. Which, and with the background that I've got, it's really not, you know, wrinkles aren't a bad thing. Because, I mean, it's already got this, like, a textured look. So, you know, wrinkles don't look bad with it, in my opinion. So, okay. All right, let's lift it up and go again. Our next section. And we don't want to start right at the crease when we start in again, because then you're going to have a big old clump up there right underneath, and that will show. So now that I've got the bulk of it off, I can come back up there. And I tried to have a straight line, but apparently I did not. Or when I squeegeed it out, it wasn't. I squeegeed out not in a straight line. Which I think I'm going to go ahead and go all the way to the end, because there's not going to be that much left here. And I don't want this to dry on me before I lay the paper down, because if it dries before we get it on here, you're going to have a dry spot. And if you have a dry spot, then it's not going to stick, and then you're going to have a bubble. We don't want bubbles. Not really. Bubbles or wrinkles. A few wrinkles aren't so bad, but okay, I think I got plenty on here, but okay, let's start. Like I said, this is I have done a few projects with my papers, but I haven't done any on video yet. I don't think. I've done my little snowman, and I have done the barn on a piece of furniture over there, but I don't think I've videoed any of it. So this is the first one that I'm getting on video. I know I'm a slacker. But I only had samples at first, so, and I wanted to play with them first, and of course I couldn't, I had to wait till I had them all to, I didn't want to, how to say that. I guess I could have pre-recorded, and then I would have had them to show you later, but I also wanted to play with them by myself, I guess, too. That doesn't mean I couldn't have pre-recorded, but I don't know. I just didn't. Of course, it's a crazy time here. It's harvest here for us, so on top of, working 24/7, throw in harvest, which means I've got to help out the guys by either taking meals, which they have not. I swear, my husband is amazing. He's trying not to bother me at all. I would normally be in the combine right now, but yeah, he's been finding other help. But I've just been doing cattle chores at night, and maybe giving a ride here or there. Took them supper last night. I'll probably be taking them supper tonight and cattle chores, but I've got to leave town this weekend for a business trip, and it just kills me to have to be gone right now. And I'm going to miss his birthday next week. But I'll be back in time for my son's birthday, so I guess we'll celebrate them both together. Which, like he says, we never celebrate them anyway because we're always in the field, so And he always says his birthday doesn't mean anything to him. But I'm like, but it means something to me. I at least cook his favorite meals or desserts or something. But that's my hang up, not his, so. And you know, our dogs are aging and they need pills every day and they need let in and out. So with them in the field, that's going to be a struggle. Oh. The things that are stressing me out. Okay. I have squeegeed out a little bit of Decoupage medium there. What was I going to do with this wet wipe? Oh, I was going to clean off my glue there. Just trying to keep it as good as I can. I'm just going to run my fingers over some places that I can see some wrinkles. And a lot of times if you just let it sit and dry, those wrinkles will be just fine. Let's see, I'll turn that around and you guys could get a better view. That's what we're working with. And I haven't said it in a while, but you know, if you turn your phone upside down, it's like you're looking over my shoulder. I swear someday I'll have a better setup and have it looking better for you, but not today. Okay, I think I'm gonna dry it some and then we'll take the sander around the outside edges. I don't really have much hanging off, but just a little bit. Okay. I'm not into perfection, but you know, any little thing I can do to, if I can see anything that I can fix, I'm trying to fix. Okay. Okay, let's sand off any excess. Like I said, there isn't much at all. Got a little decoupage medium hanging out there. Gotta be careful because that is still damp, so definitely make sure you sand away. Don't be going like that. You're gonna rip your paper. You know, ideally you would let this dry longer, but you know, for the sake of video, we're speeding it up. So stinking cute. Now you could use this as a shelf sitter like it is, just prop it on the shelf. Or you could drill a couple little holes in that and hang it, you know, with some twine. I think these would be cute if you do craft shows. I think I would get the thicker. I mean, this is a thin. I don't know if this is like, this is probably an 1/8 inch. I think I would get the 1/4 inch. Be a little more substantial. This tends to want to warp a little bit. Just my opinion. Okay. So that is on there. I'm very happy with that. Now, next, I wish you guys were on here with me to tell me what to do. Oh, shoot. And I never found my Polaris before we got started. Because I was thinking about offering this as a kit with this paper and maybe a couple other things that we do on here. But anyway, I was going to do this Christmas tree on here next. This is a mold that is no longer available. It actually has, I think, one more tip at the top, but I broke this one off, so I thought I'd go ahead and actually, no, do I have it? Yeah, I do. You can actually see what the, yeah. Oh yeah, so it's just missing that tip piece, but anyway, for me, it's fine. Let me make sure Polaris is not over here. Nope, it's not. So anywho, we're gonna go ahead and actually, let's go ahead and seal this with our decoupage medium. That way it is sealed for whatever we do next, which I think we'll put a stencil on it yet. Which, like I said, I wish I was live with you to tell me whether I should put, well, I'm gonna run out of this almost. Put a stencil or snowflakes on here, which obviously you guys could do whatever you want with yours, but I don't know that I have snowflakes. Well, I know I have snowflakes casted, but I don't know if they are, a lot of them I have glued back to back to make bottle toppers, and a lot of them are ornaments. They have the ornament eyelet thing on there like this. So, I mean, I just have to snip them off, but a lot of those I really want to make as ornaments, so, which obviously I can cast more, but okay, I just want to make sure it's all going the same way. Shouldn't have any brush strokes if I've got a good, nice, soft brush, but okay. Okay. All right. I'll set that aside to dry. And then let's work on our tree. I don't know where the lid is, so that's my lid for now. Let's paint this tree real quick. Can anybody guess what I'm going to use? Golden moss. Don't mind the lid because that is not the right lid. Okay. And I'm just going to put it on all over. It's just my favorite green for this. Like I said, I wanted to put some Polaris on this, which is a wax, a white, shimmery, sparkly wax that just looks really pretty on here. But anyway, I thought about making this a kit because, like I said, I was trying to say, this mold is no longer available. I actually got a hold of a few a couple weeks ago, and they sold right out. And with Prima, we are not allowed to sell these as castings by themselves. We can sell them in a kit, though. So I thought about pairing it with, you know, I'm doing this project here, so I thought about selling it with the Santa Claus and maybe this green paint And then I thought about putting some of that Polaris in a little tube, or in this little container thing, but that maybe just, I don't know. But now I don't see the Polaris. Is it on the floor? It's hard to say. Oh, Courtney, are you still with me? She may not be here. Hey, can you find the Polaris? It's in that box in the kitchen from when we went to Brendan's to show everything. I just remembered because our internet was out when we did the Prima release on Monday. So we had to pack everything up and go to my son's house to show it. To show everything. So that's where my Polaris is. So I thought about putting just a little bit of Polaris in here so you wouldn't have to buy a whole tube. And then just having those, the tree, Polaris, and the green, and the paper in a little kit. Thank you. Okay. Thank you. Okay. So we got us a little evergreen tree here. So like I said, we're not allowed to just sell the castings, but we can sell them in a kit. But I have not even added up what this would cost. I know what I have in this. I mean, just this casting alone would be like $9.50 is what I need to charge for it. I want to say that green paint is like $8.99, something like that. And then the paper is what, $5? Something like that. Okay, let's dry that. And I guess you wouldn't have to have the Polaris if you didn't want that, but I think that's what makes it. Okay, let's dry that, and then we'll put the wax on it. Huh? Yeah, I mean, I won't eat all that. You can have some. There's plenty in there. Of course I put that in the water, and now I see a spot that needs done. Yeah, we're gonna ignore it and hope it's fine. All right, so like I said, if I was gonna put this in a kit, I would put some in this. I would put in something like that would probably be enough. Let's see though. All right. It just kind of looks snowy and sparkly. And as always, you could use a brush or something else, but I don't know, for me, this is just as easy, and then I don't have to clean a brush. Because, you know, waxes don't come out the best out of a brush sometimes. I think you need to use like mineral spirits and yeah. Okay, yeah, I think that's probably plenty in there. So yeah, I might do this as a kit. I'll have to figure out what it adds up to, because I've already forgot what I said. And I've got extra sitting here, so. And maybe you've already got Polaris on hand. because the tube, it's a pretty big tube. It's like 15 bucks if you get the whole tube. So I just hate for you to have to buy the whole tube, which maybe you want the whole tube. I highly recommend it, but okay. Like I said, I'm just trying to use this up now because I have it out. Gosh, that's pretty. Okay, I'll show you what that looks like. I love that. Okay. Scoots that out of the way because otherwise I will have my hand in it. All right. Let me dry that a little. It's fairly dry. You know what? I think something I'm gonna do just to show you. I'm gonna get out my iron. I mean, I wouldn't do this just for me, I don't think. But just in case, if you are a perfectionist, oh shoot, heard something sizzling. It's my heat gun up against my water bottle. Okay, let's see if I can find an outlet. Oh, perfect. Okay, I just plugged in my iron. Oh shoot. Okay, definitely have to edit this out. I gotta go get wax paper. Not wax paper, but you can see most of my wrinkles already went out of it. But just to show you, if yours is not as perfect as you want, my iron is pretty generic. It has like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm putting it at a medium setting, somewhere in the middle. What is this? Parchment paper. You can put that on there. Why didn't I get a bigger strip? But anyway, I'm gonna get a bigger strip. You know, keep it moving. Don't want to burn it. And same thing can be done on furniture too. Oh yeah, love it. One right there maybe. But I'd say medium-low heat because you don't want to burn it or scorch it. Okay. So like I said, if you want it absolutely perfect, you can put parchment on there and, you know, work on it that way. Okay. So we've got our tree. We'll put that on there. And then I think I'm gonna put this stencil on here. It says December 25. I think that'll fit. Otherwise, we could have put, I mean, you can do whatever you want with yours, but obviously. Another option I'd thought about was just putting, you know, snowflake or two on here. But like I said, mine have the ornament holes on there, which I could cut off, but I'm not going to. Or you could skip the tree and just put, you know, snowflakes all over. But, you know, you do you. But I'm going to stick with my tree and my stencil. So, yeah, I'm going to do that first. And I'm going to do a raised stencil. I'm going to use Stone Effect paste, and anthracite is the color. Glasses on. Okay. Just using a metal spatula. It looks pretty gray, but it dries pretty dark. Put back what I don't use. You really want to kind of clean up your stencil right away, if at all possible, because this stuff dries like a brick. I'm gonna clean up my spatula real quick too. Trying to get a fingernail under there. There we go. Awesome. I'm just going to wipe off my stencil real quick. Not perfect, but at least I got the main parts of it cleaned up. For now. Okay. That looks awesome. Let's dry it so that when I bump it, I don't smear it. Okay. I'm just gonna pat it down just a little. And you could come back when it's dried for several hours, or, you know, when you've dried it thoroughly more with the heat gun, and sand it if it's too rough. But I'm actually pretty happy with that, just tapping it down a little. I did a pretty good job. Or I could come back with it, maybe over a 200 grit and sand that maybe, but it's not bad. Okay, and I think I'm just gonna glue this on. You can use whatever glue you want. I like heavy body gel. You could also use Titebond Quick and Thick, whatever you've got handy. I think I'm reaching the bottom of my barrel on this one. Getting close. Oh yeah, I got some chunkage there. Okay. So you could have just left him like he was. He's perfect like he was, but I, kind of designed this one with, this spot over here so that we could embellish and do some extra things, but you don't have to do anything extra. And like I said, there's other Santas that are, there really isn't much room to do anything extra to. But yeah, so this is my first video using my very own papers. Like I said, I have used them, but this is the first video I've made for you guys, for us, for whatever. But, so there we go. I hope you like it. I hope that explains everything, which, I mean, it's just tissue paper, but, yeah, I just felt like I needed to do a video showing it, which, I feel like most everybody's used tissue paper, but in case you haven't, this is how I do it, but I think it looks pretty good. And like I said, these would be cute for a craft show, if you're doing craft shows, which I know everybody's full swing into craft shows. Great for a hostess gift, if you're going somewhere for the holiday season, for Thanksgiving or Christmas. I don't know. I like to take a hostess gift, but we honestly don't go to that many anymore, it seems like. But anyway, and like I said, you could drill holes in there and, use some twine or some wire to hang it with would be cute, or just a shelf sitter. Like I said, this is only like 1/8 inch thick. It's pretty flimsy. It's a little warpy, so I would definitely go with the 1/4 inch, I believe, be a little more substantial. But, and you could put it on anything else too, but this was what I had handy and I was so excited I just had to get started. So anyway, I hope you like it and I'll see you next time. Bye.